Oh, it's only 11 o'clock. It's not yet. Hardly laid at all yet. No wonder Scooby likes me so much. Where's Ryan's bearings? Okay, someone appears to have left a bunch of Star Hub stuff laying around here.
I don't know if this is a sad day or this is a new day.
Well, you know why it doesn't run, but the reason it doesn't run you probably wouldn't like.
Is that the reason why?
Yeah, there's a hole in the piston. That's why it wouldn't run. It had a mechanical issue, not an electrical issue.
Well, you saw some of that bolt-up stuff. Whoever was doing this.
Now, the electrical issue might have caused the mechanical issue. We don't know.
We don't even know.
These are actually pretty thick. Look how thick that cylinder sleeve is there. Look how thick that cylinder sleeve is. That's thick. These don't look like they're hardly big at all. That's called standard, 3-inch.
Like stock?
It's been standard, 3-inch. It's 3-inch.
That's cool.
297 out there. Pull the mic out, but caliper. So that's 3-inch. It's standard.
Okay. What does that mean?
That means you have lots of overbores to go before you wore these out.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So are these repop or the original?
Couldn't tell you. I know they're pretty rusty looking.
Well, if there's no markings on them, or if they have a big F on there, that means a repop.
That means front. That means rear.
That means it's a big ass repop.
I learned that tonight.
Harley don't put F and R on anything.
Oh, great.
So these are standard bore, brand new replacement cylinders that were 20 years old. But they have some issues with them now. Down inside there, it's not quite smooth as what they started out as. So these need some help. So if you're cheap, you can do a quickie. Slap some new pistons in there and don't do anything else. But
Yeah, I'm good. Let's go.
But I'm pretty sure that they won't work very well because it's big gouges going up and down.
Yeah. Well, do you have?
So you need to go to 10 over pistons.
10 over. Well, so these are standard. They're good. So now I begin the boring process.
They're not good. They're junk. They need to be honed out. Or they need to be bored out, then honed out.
But this will be their first bore.
Yes, it'd be first over.
Oh, okay. So
And it is needed too.
Okay.
Because they are in serious condition of not running very well.
So the last person that said they did this probably just ripped me off.
They put new cylinders and probably new pistons in it, but
Oh.
someone had some issues with their tuning and some other things. I still don't like that distributor, and distributor could have very easily caused this problem. If it was running on one cylinder too hard, it melted it. Then it didn't run on that cylinder at all. I had to go to the other cylinder, and it melted that one too a little bit. I don't know how many miles you had on this motor 20 years ago, so.
I've never put any fucking miles on this thing. That's why I don't understand. This thing should be like brand new.
Yeah, it was new at one time. Until you wrote it.
Well, can we put some pan heads on there or something?
You could put them on there, but it won't work.
Oh. Well, do you have any that we can just switch out?
Switch out what? Pan heads?
Or whatever you got, and we'll just throw it in there. Like, I like those racing heads. Where do those things go? Look at all these heads you got here.
I got lots of heads. Problem is they don't fit Sportsters.
What about pistons? Do you have any pistons?
I have pistons too. They do fit Sportsters. I also have pistons that don't fit Sportsters.
Well, what if we put on bigger cylinders? No, we couldn't do that because they won't fit in the bike anymore.
I have all that stuff, but that costs lots of money.
Well, yeah.
It requires lots of labor and time, welding, machining. I'd recommend not doing that.
Yeah, not at this point. Maybe later?
Maybe a lot later, yeah.
$1 millionaire?
Because then it would look like that motor on the floor over there.
I don't see nothing over here.
You went by 2 of them.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. How did you do that? Where do you get those from?
Those are called custom.
Yeah, we can't do that with mine because the frame's in the way.
Oh, we can't? Oh.
What can we?
I don't know, that one was in a frame.
That's crazy.
Those are finless. And these are finned.
Oh, okay.
This is a 57 motor, so it's older than yours.
Nice.
So this one's 95 cubic inches. because that's a race motor. This one over here is my street motor, and it's 96 cubic inches because it's a street bike. You gotta have more bigger motor for street.
So what's mine?
900.
But how many cubic inches?
How many cubic inches of what?
Well, we said this is 96.
You're 900 cc.
Totally different animal.
Well, you have to turn it. You have to do something to it to make it into a cubic inch bike. It starts out as being a Japanese style bike. Originally, it was a British style, but so if you go over here and look around, you'll find stuff laying around everywhere, and there are some miscellaneous big bore junk laying around here. Of course, right now when I'm looking for one, I don't see it, but
What's this up here?
those are heads, all rebuilt, ready to go.
Those are shiny.
They're all rebuilt, ready to go.
How much for them?
See, they're rebuilt, ready to go. I don't know what they're for, but
Those aren't sportster, are they?
they're Sportster, but I don't know what size they are. I can't remember what those are. I'm guessing they're 900 though, because there's numbers on the side like a 900 does it. 1000 has them down in here. These are up on top. These are 900. So these are probably 900 heads.
Well, my heads are good, maybe.
Yeah, they need to be worked on. Where my big ass motor's at. You gotta get lower. Yeah, somewhere some cylinders around here.
You got a light in there?
No, lights cost money. Just gotta figure out where all my junk is at. There's a bunch of junk in here. There's stacks of junk in here.
Cylinders with heads on them.
But I don't see my big bore cylinder. I must have moved them. I hit them.
Can you remove this box?
What?
This one?
No.
Okay.
No way. Yeah, crankshaft in here, other junk. These are all stock motors. Yeah. I don't know what I do with my racing stuff. It got moved. It's laying around here somewhere. They're finless. They're more finless cylinders.
Can we put nitrous on mine too?
Nitrous?
While
Yeah, we
we're
can do
at it.
nitrous on it. No problem.
This is the one you rode in the desert.
We got nitrous stuff around here. What?
This one is the one you rode in the desert.
That's my dirt bike.
Yeah.
That's my dirt bike too. That's another dirt bike. But this is a different dirt bike. It's like a dirt bag bike, but it's a dirt bike. Yeah, I don't know what I did with my racing cylinders. I did something with them. There's a few of them floating around here. They're all mismatched crap.
It'll work. Let's throw your racing cylinders on the right.
It takes a lot of work to do that.
And they can be with
First thing I do is weld a 1/2 inch of material under the case. Because you have to take this material like right over here, and you have to weld it all the way over to here, and so it's flush with this lifter block right here. And then you bore the case out, and you bore it to about right here.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So that becomes daylight unless you weld this whole side up.
Oh, that's cool.
And so you have to do some slight modifications.
That sounds crazy.
Then after you weld it all up, you can bore it out, and you get some big ass cylinders in there, see? But you also have to cut the whole side of the lifter block away.
Oh,
And then you have probably oil drains, so you just have externals on it. And see, all that stuff is done. Now, if you got a big motor like this one, it's a 1000 cc motor, you don't have to do all that welding.
this is 1,000.
And you don't have to weld it, but it gets really, really thin in there.
Oh, I see.
Real thin.
Oh.
So this is a big motor. Now you can put this motor in that bike over there, it fits.
This one?
Sure.
Fuck it. Let's do that.
Yeah, it fits right in.
I'll trade you.
It's a little taller, but you know, we just have to
It's not going to go into the frame then.
beat the frame up slightly and grind it a little bit, and it'll fit in.
Really?
Yeah, they fit in. Yep, I've had those motors in these bikes. What do you think that bike came out of? It came out of a 72 frame.
Right.
This frame's all bent. Would you crash this thing?
How can you tell it's bent?
I'm looking at the frame, it's bent.
Shitty weld, maybe?
See how it goes like this?
Oh my god.
That means you're de-raked, because that's supposed to be straight.
Oh shit.
See, that's not straight anymore from there to there. Even a blind man like you can see it's bent.
Oh, that's what I was just...
If you pull that gas tank off, there's probably a hump up in the middle of it, up in this area up here,
It's straight.
where it bends the damn thing up. Because when it bends it there, it bends it up there too.
I think this is where he connected it. He just hacked it and put this on.
Yeah, well, like I said, this has been modified.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, it's been stretched, which is the other way of doing it. But they didn't pull the neck back to rake it. They just moved it forward, which derakes it. So, all right. Well, that's about it for this one for now. It needs a little help. So, we're going to let him go home and pout.
Oh, I'm brokenhearted.
And his little baby now is broken. And you got to ride the other bike now.
It's just not the same, you know.
It's not the same?
No.
Oh. This one has more of a stock frame in it.
Yeah.
Well, this is not even the correct frame for it anyway. It's got a VIN number on it.
Yeah, it got grinded off. Or I don't know. They found it at the DMV.
This is a late frame.
Yeah, this is a 72.
So you're a 67. You're going to be a back hump back here. See, you got the kickback up here for electric start. So this is 70 frame. Hardtail added to it.
Yeah.
Yep, so this is 70 and later frame. What's registered as a 64?
Well, the engine's a 64. I was told it was 72 frame.
I'm surprised they didn't take the frame away.
Or
There's no VIN number in it?
no, it's there. I took it down to the DMV.
Well, they would have registered under that number then.
Yeah, so it's a special construction. They wouldn't give me the original numbers because there's two different sets of numbers.
That's bullshit. They registered as 72. It's a Harley frame.
Yeah, no, it should.
It's a Harley frame, Harley motor. It's a Harley. There's no special construction here.
Um,
But it would be registered as a 70, it's a 72 if that's what the other VIN is. Yeah, H2. See right there, H2, 72. So you registered as a 72 Sportster. There's no reason why it wouldn't be registered as a Harley. It's a Harley frame. It's a Harley. It's got a Harley front end, Harley frame. It's got a Harley rear wheel on it. Just got a hardtail added to the back. The swing arm's different. Big deal.
yeah, I'm gonna work on that when I go back to DMV.
So this would be registered as a 72 Harley Davidson with an early motor, which is a waste of a 64 motor. You'd put that into its old bike and register as a 64. You get an earlier frame.
That's what I was trying to do, was keep it at 64.
Yeah, we just got to go back and grab a frame off the rack and back, and you build it up to a 64. And this one here, you just take a little motor like one of those over there, and you slap it in the frame. There you go. Because this is 72.
Do all that if you want.
You just can't use a 77 and later motor. You have to use a 76 and earlier motor. No biggie. But this motor is, I don't know how long it's going to live because the rod is so loose in the front. I don't know if it was honed out that way or if it's coming apart. Either way, it has to have a top end on it. So. But whatever. Alright, that's enough of this boring ass video.